A couple weeks ago, I asked you in a community post which one of these 4 roguelikes I should get every achievement in first. 2 of the games completely stole most of the votes. It's clear you guys wanted to see Gungeon the most, but even Cult of the Lamb still landed 25% of the votes. But still, this means an Enter the Gungeon video. But don't fret, Cult of the Lamb fans, I already bought the game, which means that video's coming next. I actually thought Enter the Gungeon wouldn't be that hard to do, but boy, I may have been wrong. With some extremely challenging bosses that I struggled on for hours, and a few really difficult challenge runs too. You're in for a show. So this is how I got all the achievements in Enter the Gungeon. Now, a quick word from this video's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. Now, you've definitely heard the name Raid Shadow Legends by now, and let me tell you, whether you're an achievement hunter or not, Raid Shadow Legends as a game has something for everybody. With over 700 unique champions to collect and over 1 million ways to customize them using the many unlockable artifacts and mastery trees, large-scale boss fights, and for the more hardcore of players, a really dynamic and engaging PvP system. I'm the type of gamer that is completely engrossed and 100% in games. I'm trying as hard as I can to get every single Raid Shadow Legends champion. The top 3 champions I easily want the most are Nishak Verminlord, Helvalax of the Knights Revenant faction, and Jorgid the Breaker. I mean, can you really blame me for wanting them? Just look at these designs, they look so good. Raid Call of the Arbiter is in full swing now. To celebrate this epic limited series, Raid's adding some of the new characters from the series as champions you can play with in-game. The first one is Artak, a mighty orc warlord. What's super cool is that Artak is going to be available to everybody for free. All you have to do is just log into Raid for 7 days between now and July 24th. If you've seen episode 1 of Call of the Arbiter, you'll definitely want this guy. And then remember to log in for 7 days to get Artak. With all of this exciting stuff and more coming to Raid, if you haven't started playing yet, then what are you waiting for? Use my link in the description or scan my QR code here to get insane bonuses. We're talking an epic champion Drake from the Lizardman faction and other useful things. Once you're in and crushing your enemies, come find me under the name Cronkle. And if you're fast enough, come join my clan. So just hit my link in the description and I'll see you on the battlefield. Thanks again to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video. Prior to this video, I actually played a tiny bit of Gungeon previously, but I did so little that only 2 achievements were ever popped. I had beaten the tutorial and I had gained access to the Obliate area. With a quick push of this water barrel and a hidden switch in the fire, we are granted a secret room, which in turn gives us that Obliate achievement. Despite playing it way back when it first came out, I was absolutely garbage at it, and I never made it past the 3rd floor, and I have no idea why, but apparently I'm a new man, and I managed to first try the entire game and got my very first win ever. Alright! A victory that may have made me a bit overconfident, not gonna lie.
He's really gonna struggle on the dragon.
When you go to the end to finish your run, I somehow missed the jump here. Completely random, I know, but it was a free achievement that I was unaware existed. After I beat my first run with my years of roguelike experience, I could tell that that wasn't the true ending. It seemed too short and kinda easy. I found out the existence of the bullet that can kill the past, which is an unlockable item you need to achieve each character's true ending. Interestingly, the bullet is comprised of 4 parts to create. The first piece was the Prime Primer, found in the 2nd floor of the game, and in order to obtain it, you need to purchase it from the shop for 110 coins, which is a bit of a rough early setback. The next piece is a floor up. This one is more interesting to obtain. On this floor, there's a giant room which appears to be empty, and initially I just thought that's all it was, so it confused me. In reality, there's a series of hidden minecart tracks, which can easily be traversed upon by hopping between each and one of these minecarts. At the end of it all, you get access to your item.
We got it.
Third item is similar to the last one, but it's on the 4th floor, a big empty room with a hidden trail. Only thing is, there's no overly easy way of identifying this trail. So using your gun, you can shoot backwards, sending your bullet casings flying behind you. This can help you identify the invisible floor, and with enough persistence, you'll get to the end.
There. Jump! Okay, we got it.
Finally, the 4th item on the last floor is basically free. Just beat the final boss, the dragon, and bust his skull open for the obsidian shell casing. After gathering all of that nonsense, I just had to bring it to the blacksmith on the same floor, and now we are granted the bullet that can kill the past.
I think that means... Oh, I got an achievement.
Best part too is that you only have to make it once. After that, you can just talk to her to get it again. When you have the bullet that can kill the past, you can attempt to kill your character's past. And since I was already here with the Marine, I went to his challenge first. Defeating the Marine's pass was really easy, but honestly, all 4 of these base characters had easy pass.
You're dead.
I ended up making the pass kill wins my next objective, and with relative ease, made it to the pilots, the convicts, and the hunter's pass as well. Starting with the pilot's pass, I actually think this was my favorite one, as I'm a big fan of space shooters. The convict's pass was neat and it gave me Payday 2 club level vibes. And lastly, the hunter's pass, by far the easiest of them all.
Wait, is there any... No way. No way that's it.
One thing you get in this game, which makes it a bit of a roguelite rather than a roguelike, is currency you can use outside of runs. This is obtained by killing the bosses in your runs, and eventually, I'd spent around 100 of it at the shop unlocking items for the achievement Patron. One thing I knew I immediately wanted to do was unlock some characters, specifically the characters the robot and the bullet. Starting with the robot, if you immediately jump down into this pit right here when you get to the 2nd floor, you'll find a TV. It takes place of your active item slot, and you need to take it all the way to the blacksmith on the 5th floor. The only weird thing is that every time you take damage or roll, your character drops the TV.
That's a piece of crap.
You really just have to pay attention so you don't get it stolen by the rat or even forget it. Because I had gotten wings on this run though, it made it really easy because I didn't need to roll over pits, and I made it to the blacksmith where she created the robot for me.
Yes. Ding. Yay.
The robot, at least at the time, was a really difficult character for me. Kind of like Blue Baby from Isaac, he can't use or have normal hearts. This was rough because I really sucked at not taking damage.
I'm dead.
The only way I was going to be able to do this run is if I got a ton of extra armor drops and used my natural gamer skill to dodge and weave. We died a lot, and it was driving me nuts, but finally we took out the dragon.
Yes! Oh my god. Oh my god. My heart.
We ran towards the finish line, and that just happened.
No.
This is the 6th floor, and apparently you can't avoid getting pulled down here the first time you access it. Of course, this killed the run instantly. One thing that you can unlock for your hub world between the runs are NPCs. Getting a gold key during a level will allow you to essentially break them out of prison, either giving spice to your runs or unlocking challenges for you to do. The sorceress here gives you the enchanted gun challenge, which changes your gun into something random very often, which can either make you struggle hard or make you temporarily overpowered for a brief time. I ended up randomly attempting this challenge while playing the robot, and well, first try, this happened.
Okay, I got him.
The enchanted achievement popped right then and there, but I still had to clear the robot's pass. Let me just walk around this, and let's give it a go. Oh wait, this was probably the easiest one.
Oh my god. No way that was it. That was it!
There was another character I was gunning for, and he was the last one required for the character achievements, the bullet. The bullet was pretty much RNG to unlock, as you need to find these relatively rare bullet enemy variations with capes. Then, you need to make sure you didn't kill them, and wait for them to disappear. I had to do this 5 times, and then I unlocked the bullet.
There he goes. Yes! Unlock the bullet!
The bullet is a very fun and unique character, as he's essentially the only melee character you can play as. His sword can be used to swipe away bullets, and when you're full HP like Zelda, you can shoot projectiles. I ended up making it through a run on my first attempt with him, and I wanted to crush his pass so I could be done with every needed pass achievement. The bullet has a very cool pass, and see if you can get what the reference is. Actually, don't bother, you already know it's early Zelda. This was the first multi-phase boss pass, and it really confused me. In the fight with the second guy, I was all like, this is really fun, but why is this really easy? Then, Cannon appeared. There was something about his mere presence that intimidated me, and the lack of melee experience in this game made this one really hard. And, well, I actually died in the pass for once.
I lost! Oh my god!
But even more shockingly, almost making it seem intentional, was the fact that there was an achievement to die in somebody's pass, so I'm not even that mad. One more quick and calm run, and I make it back there with ease, and I quickly realize he's actually really easy. It really just required a ton of patience, which I just so happened to have that day.
Let's go!
That was it for the character-specific achievements, but don't worry, there's many more achievements to go. Here's a small achievement lightning round. Going down was an early and easily accessible achievement where I had to open the shortcut to the 2nd chamber. To access these shortcuts, you must do mini gauntlets each run to deliver specific items to the mechanic. These vary for each shortcut, getting harder and harder, but for floor 2, I delivered 3 blanks, 3 keys, and 120 coins, and a small bit of cash, and the first master round. Rearmed was an interesting achievement, having you deliver the robot's arm from the shot to him. To do this, I need to collect his arm and a balloon in individual runs. The arm will then travel one floor down from the previous floor it was on until it's finally out of the dungeon. Demolition Man was simply for freezing an enemy and then killing it by rolling into it. Someone would do it was really weird because all I had to do was push a table into a pit. Hard to even imagine why someone would bother, but I guess that's the point. Not just a box was forgetting the jump on a mimic. Yes, there is spooky mimics in this game.
Oh, he moving. Oh wow, I got an achievement. Get the jump on. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Pit Lord is something you'll easily get with time, requiring you to push and kill enemies into pits. Only a few more for now. Remember when I brought up saving those NPCs? Well, I found the king and his servant, and they're big gamblers. Whenever they show up, they'll issue a simple challenge, like not getting hit in the next room. If you pull it off, they'll reward you with a gun or an item. Well, for the achievement Hedge Slinger, I won the wager 5 times. Day Runer was a pretty funny one. Some of the guns in this game, like the mailbox, will shoot packages filled with glitter. Code a boss and that said glitter, and killing him will grant you an achievement for humiliating him. And lastly, for now, is Biggest Wallet, which is to have 300 coins on your person during a run. Done accidentally and easily by picking up this item, which gives you a boatload of coins. Remember that 6th floor? Well, that was my new objective. I heard from a friend that it was nightmarish, being the biggest floor in the game, and each room was filled with nothing but the strongest enemies. However, this run I was on was busted. From floor 1, the first chest I opened gave me the Jester gun. A gun with infinite ammo, and it has a very strong and unique side effect where it gets stronger from each room you clear. You can imagine the power. I was decimating each room without even trying, and eventually I got to the endgame boss, the Lich.
No, it's the Lich.
It was clear to me that he was extremely hard, and he even had multiple difficult phases.
Bling bling boy, who is that?
But he stood no chance for my build in the long run.
Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Yes, did I beat him? No way you go past the 3rd phase. Is that actually it? That's so epic, what the hell?
One of the coolest achievements in the game, in my opinion, was Tonic's Challenge. When talking to this cool looking dog, he turns your game into turbo mode, aka regular nuclear throne speed mode. This was actually a nice breath of fresh air, and honestly some of the earlier floors kind of felt even easier, but holy man, the bosses were cracked. It didn't take long for me to notice that doing most of these bosses in the game damageless in turbo was extremely difficult, but still, I love the pacing and the run speeds. Other than the fact that the final boss is insanely cracked, I somehow managed to first try this one.
Die, 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 die. Got him! Oh, damageless! Oh my god! Get crushed, dude! Complete Tonic's Challenge.
In order to get the achievement Great Hall, you need to get all 12 NPCs to live in your hub area. Weirdly enough, I couldn't figure out who the last 2 were for a long while. Well, turns out there was another achievement which solved this problem. Avenge Manual. The tutorial featured a secret area in which you can access, discovering and uncovering the tutorial NPC's secret. He then unlocks a new mini-boss you can face off against randomly during runs. He wants you to take out Blockner, who himself wasn't exactly challenging, but I was given both the Avenge Manual achievement and then the 2 of them moved in, granting me the Great Hall achievement as well. It was time for the hardest achievement of all achievements, beating the game with Beast Mode enabled. Just kidding, it's a meme, but that was a real achievement though. Do you remember the secret Oblia area I showed off in the beginning of the video? It has a little secret. This is essentially just an extra stage you can crush early on for some extra items, and it has a secret boss at the end too.
It's him, the slime.
One of the primary reasons you come down here though is for this armor here. After you kill the boss, I pick it up as it works as normal armor. As in, you take damage and it goes bye-bye. So what you need to do is pray you don't get hit on the next floor, and if you manage to find this room here without taking damage, you can place it on this altar, unlocking another secret entrance. Going down grants the achievement Reverence of the Dead. Pretty standard floor here, but at the end, you encounter easily the hardest and tankiest early game boss. Enter the Gungeon has a rather interesting mechanic in the form of curses. Curses work in the form of a stackable number on your character, and the higher the number, the more of a chance you'll encounter these red enemies known as the Jam. They are significantly more tanky and deal double the damage. So yes, it's a risky move to get cursed, but there was also achievements behind them. There was an achievement for getting to rank 10 curses, and this was really easy to achieve as right off the start of your run, you can pray to this altar here for 9. One more of these cursed barrels and bam, we're at 10. Oh, I forgot to mention that once you're at 10, you're chased by a Grim Reaper for the rest of your run. Scary still. One more thing too. Once you're at a high enough curse rank, there's a high chance that even bosses become jammed too. This is another achievement I was going for. floor, just simply defeating one, and that's it. Okay, there's still way more miscellaneous achievements I have to go through, so one more lightning round, okay? Rage mode, rider, and money pit. 500 table flips, 100 minecart kills, and 100 chandelier kills respectively. Forger for clearing the 5th floor 10 times, Call It Out for clearing the 4th floor 20 times, Mind Master for clearing the 3rd floor 30 times, and 2 more for floor 2 and 1 because I think you get the point. I randomly encountered this weird wall thing and decided to go inside. I had no idea, but this was actually the hidden market, which was another achievement. Woodsy Lord was one I almost did in one run, requiring you to steal from shops 10 times. There was 2 more in-game NPC specific achievements I still had to cover. Photographer was an achievement for this Link looking NPC. Every time you encounter this guy, he wants you to uncover the entire map on the given floor for him, giving you free rewards. Once you do it for him on every floor, the achievement pops. The Winchester's minigame was not as friendly, requiring you to ace his minigame 3 separate times, but don't get me wrong, this is not as easy as it sounds. Lastly, for this lightning round, I brought up the fact that there was a shortcut for every floor. Unlocking each one was a separate achievement, so an additional 3 achievements. And also on floor 5, he wants 6 full hearts, which is brutal, so I had to make sure it was either a good run or I wasn't getting hit. We were already on the doorsteps of the 100%, but the last set of achievements were for sure the most challenging. Because I had gotten lucky on the achievement Lead God, I figured I should talk about that one first. This achievement is for getting 5 master rounds in one run, and to get any master round, you must kill a boss damageless. This entails that you must get damageless on all 5 boss encounters on one run, requiring perfection. I practiced this one a ton with the boss rush mode, and over we would take damage on the 5th boss, the dragon. Here's the thing, there was an easier way to do this, which is why I was at a 12% completion rate on Steam. There's an item in the game called a clone. This item is completely busted, as when you die, it instantly grants you a second life. Not only that, but it also resets you to 4-1, giving you the opportunity to get the same master rounds again. I was extremely lucky to find this randomly in a chest on the first floor of a run, and I knew I needed to try as hard as possible. I was able to easily get the first 3 master rounds, but as I was pretty underpowered this run, I struggled on the final 2. So I reset and crushed the first 2 floor bosses again for that sweet Lead God achievement. Got her. Okay, I think this is it. Yeah! Oh my god. The next 2 achievements are for defeating the 2 hardest secret bosses in the game, and in most cases, you need to defeat the first one of the 2 to even access the second, harder one. In order to access the secret layer of the first boss, you need to first unlock the Nod key from the 2nd floor shop, and it costs a painful 115 coins too, setting you back extra coins. You then have to move onto the 3rd floor and find the room filled with rats, and there you can find the secret trap door by uncovering it. Pop the key, ride the minecart down the long hall until the end, and pop your first blank to find the hidden wall, and then another one right after. That's where you need the Nod key. Now jump down the hole. This is a bit of a weird part. During my runs, I discover 6 of these weirdly useless pages, but turns out if you go into your item book, they have random directions that you have to follow in order. That's for this part, which is a maze. And if you get one direction wrong, you're booted out, wasting your time, but that never happened to me, luckily. Now at the end of all this, you make it. Now this boss is a scary, multi-phase wacko. Makes sense because he's the prick rat you've been dealing with the whole game. One of my first attempts, I crushed both of the first 2 phases with ease, as I was clearly busted, but it was the 3rd phase that caught me completely off guard. What the hell, I'm literally playing Punch-Out. If you know anything about Punch-Out, you need to study your opponent's moves before even standing a chance at winning, so it comes to no surprise that I got my ass knocked out.
Wait, what? Back. I gotta go back. I'm already dead.
Still though, beating him in this phase isn't necessary, as I still get the achievement. In the next room after though, I make a sad discovery. The room the spooky snake is completely inaccessible for me, as I didn't have enough cheese keys from the rat's punch-out phase. Turns out I still had to do better than that, unfortunately. One more overpowered run. This time we have the whole ass Payday crew by my side.
It's payday time! Time to kill the Rat King, boys. We're about the hardest heist of all is killing the Rat King.
Again, we made it to the punch-out phase where, well, I got even worse results.
Oh my god. No!
But I thought, I wanted to try something anyways. Open one gate and try and feed the snake my items through the last gate door. This surprisingly worked, and after I fed him the 3 junk items I had, he actually started to follow me, and I was extremely relieved.
Thank God.
Now with our new snake friend, we just had to get to the very end and kill the dragon. Along the way, we became even more and more and more overpowered. And I made it to the end, and I made it to him, and well, look at my health. I swear if I tried any harder, it could have been off screen. This was my first time trying this boss, but God, I was too strong to care.
Eat the snake. Oh, damn. That's cool. Good thing I'm broken, because I don't know. Oh, it sucked up one of the knives. Oh, Jesus. I think I don't want to be in that. Oh, my God. Hello? Good thing I'm invincible. I have a million ways to prevent damage. Is it over? Or is there another phase? He's losing his Tims. Oh no! No! My arms! I'm a worm now!
Between the next achievement and the last one, I'm not really sure which I think is more challenging. Well, I'm going to say this one because it has a lower percent on Steam and is literally called Challenger. This is what you'd expect it to be, a challenge run. Every room you enter has multiple modifiers that try to absolutely ruin you. God. Some of these I can't stand, like this one that sets the ground on fire when you're out of ammo. But worst of all, there's one called High Stress, which drains your HP to half a heart when you take damage.
Wow, I died.
Hence High Stress. This was painful, and it was basically the only thing that would constantly kill me despite being capable otherwise.
Oh yes, I did it. Oh my God. What a pain in the ass. Jesus. Finally done the challenge run though. Oh my God. Feels good, man.
Now we have 53 out of 54. The last achievement is called Weird Tale, and it just sucks. I'm sorry, but I won't be completing this one in the video as it's just a boring grind achievement where you have to kill heaps of enemies for. It'll essentially just be an additional 10 hours plus to my playtime, and I really want to get this video out to you guys, but don't worry, I'll be completing it right after this video releases, I promise. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, you know what to do. Also, subscribe. It helps more than you think. As I said, I'm going to be covering Cult of the Lamb very soon. Maybe not the next video, but for sure the one after that. Thanks, and see you in the next one.